What we do here is go back.
What's up guys, it is TJ back again with Gold Label Sports. Just wanted to thank you guys for tuning in to today's video. We got a special topic to talk about tonight. Had a bunch of requests in my inboxes on social media, on Instagram, also in some comments and emails that I got, and it was basically on sports card investing, basically the 101, the basics of it. And I just wanted to kind of tell you guys my experiences so far, and then also tell you the strategy that I'm doing right now that I'm seeing the most results on. So first things first, guys, I want you guys to understand how important it is to prospect. And what do I mean by prospecting? Basically prospecting, if anyone that's watching is in sales or marketing or business development or anything like that, prospecting is seeing basically the potential in a customer, or in our case, a card, and basically tracking its progression, whether they're a basketball player, football player, baseball player, whatever it may be, and basically, getting pretty lucky with some projections and seeing if, it would be a good fit for you to either invest in them or, if you're in the sales side of things, pursue them to be one of your clients. And that's kind of what it is with sports cards, guys. Prospecting is probably the biggest thing you can do. And basically what I do each and every week, Sunday specifically, I sit down, I go on eBay, I go, in other places too, the market, groups on Facebook, whatever it may be, and I look what people are selling. I go to the auction tab, and I also go into the buy it now on eBay and in the auction, like I said, and I watch them. And some of them I buy now, absolutely, if I see a great deal, but I watch them. I see when the auction is gonna end. I watch them and I see, I'll immediately be notified if the price changes in any way, or if the item gets taken off, or the item gets sold. So basically, I have a list of about 20 to 30 cards each week that I'm looking at, and if I get 10 of them, awesome. If I get 5 of them, awesome. But I try to keep, whether they're graded or ungraded, I basically, make sure I get at least 3 to 5 cards a week. And if I'm not doing a week, I try to do one big one in a 2-week period. And that card value basically is anywhere from $300 to $500. So, that's basically what I'm doing for prospecting, guys. And that's probably the key to success, in my opinion. Is obviously you want to have fun, you want to collect what you want to collect. But if you're in the business side of things, you want to be prospecting so you can flip the cards when you see them, see them low price point wise, and they're worth way more. You flip them in 3 to 6 months, and you're gonna make big profits. So especially if you see doubles on cards that are at the same price, great investment. Just like I've said in other videos, guys, the PSA 9, that is such an undervalued card. And if you see a LeBron James at PSA 9 for $40, steal it. If you see a Tom Brady at a PSA 9 for $50, $60, which that will probably never ever happen again, but because he just won his 7th Super Bowl, snag them. You got to know the market, and prospecting will help you know the market very, very quickly. So basically, to recap the prospecting tab, guys, you want to prospect out 10 to 30 cards a week, put them in a list. Go on eBay, track them, by watching them. Basically, it tracks it for you. You want to make sure you're checking that watch list all the time, in your free time. And when you want to pull the trigger. But some cards, people are watching these cards, guys, and you're not the only one on eBay or in these groups trying to get these cards. So keep that in mind. So prospect those cards that you want, guys. Know the market, and that gets into my next point about knowing the market. You guys gotta know when the market's hot, know when it's cold. I've said this in multiple videos. Know when the market is hot for that specific card, grade, or player in a particular sport, okay? So basketball, it's basketball season right now. Cards are gonna be hotter. In the off season, they're a little lower. Same thing with NFL, same thing with MLB, same thing with everything, okay? Know the market. That's gonna help you prospect a lot better. It's gonna help you make more valuable purchases when you're stocking up your inventory. And that's helped me a bunch. Prospecting in the side of knowing the market. And that's honestly the whole theme of this video, guys. Everything goes back to prospecting. You know, if your list is trashy, you know, you got cards that, you know, aren't going to be worth anything in, let's say, 20 to 30 years. Obviously, some cards you're going to have to wait that long if you really want to, you know, hold like vintage things that are autographed and things like that. But, you know, let's say for some sports cards, you know, 2020 cards aren't going to be worth, you know, much unless they're hot, you know, trending in the market, unless they're hot in the market. They're not going to be worth much. So don't purchase cards like that. You want to purchase, you know, cards that you can see flipping and reselling in the near future. And the near future is 3 to 6 months. There's only a few things that you can really flip right away, and that's retail products. So make sure that you guys are, you know, your collection is, you know, your asset. It has value. Protect the value. Allow the value to keep going up and up and up every single purchase. You don't want to take steps back. As much as you can, guys, do not take steps back if you're trying to build a brand or a business. Obviously, sometimes, guys, you want to take a step back and reevaluate, you know, your purchases and make the necessary adjustments. But do make every dollar count and do not just go on a buying spree. Every single dollar counts. And going into my next point, guys, buying and selling. Okay, so if you guys have cards lying around that you don't want to get graded by PSA, you don't want anymore, I'm gonna give you the best advice here. Sell them all in a bulk lot for one specific price. I did that the other day. Sold about, you know, 300 cards for a great price, and that helps cash flow keep going in. So I can take that money, reinvest it back into 2 or 3 cards that are worth a lot of money that I'll be able to flip next year, 6 months down the line, end of 2021. So everything has to have a strategy behind it, guys. And, you know, obviously we want to have fun, but you got to approach everything through a prospecting perspective of, can I see myself investing in this specific person for the long term, or am I going to do it for the short term? So the choice is yours, guys. And when you're on your buying journey, every dollar needs to count. I'm going to reiterate that again. There's points here that when I first started, honestly, when I first started back in the day, I went on a buying spree for about a month. I tried to get as much inventory as possible, and that's when I just started with 0, no cards at all, no nothing. Now that I'm a little bit of a veteran, you know, in the sense of, you know, I've been a year and a half now under my belt. I'm sitting here with inventory. I know the market very, very well, and I know when to buy and I know when to hold and not buy. Okay, so like I said, guys, you got to know the market. And that's why too, when I did have all that inventory, right, a lot of those, you know, purchases, they were based off the market. You know, I bought a lot of Jordan, bought a lot of LeBron for nothing, but I also bought cards that I, you know, just wanted to see if they, you know, I had to test things out. I wanted to see if they were gonna sell. You know, some of the cards I didn't end up selling. That's why I said, you gotta have too, if those cards that you bought, right, let's say it doesn't work out, you can sell them in a lot, get some of your money back, right? You gotta keep the cash flow coming in. So, especially if you're, you know, on the business side of things. Now, personal collection, that's a whole different story. You collect the way you wanna collect. But remember, guys, if we're talking straight business right now, keeping the cash flow coming in, whether it's 5, 10, 20, 30 bucks, that will help and go a long, long, long way. Especially with eBay's new payment system where you're getting paid out like Amazon. I personally like eBay's new payout system better than PayPal. PayPal was just, I mean, you don't get your money for, you know, a month sometimes. It's crazy. So I like how their new system basically keeps cash flow coming in for people like me and other people that I know that have businesses and brands behind it. It keeps the cash flow coming, guys. So this is basically how you start investing. From day one, these are the things you have to follow, right? You want to prospect a great card list that you can buy here, you know, buy 5 to 10 cards in that list, or 1 or 2 big ones during a week or a 2-week period, all right? We want to know exactly what we're going for. We don't want to, you know, buy off impulse. We want to have strategy behind every purchase, and we want to make every single dollar count. So I'm gonna repeat that again. Make sure you make every single dollar count, because if you don't, you're gonna be sitting there going, dang, I don't have any more money left, and here's a perfect cheap card that I know will be worth $100 to $200 by the end of the year. All right, so we don't wanna get in that situation. right? And learn from me. I did it on some cards that I gambled on and I knew I shouldn't have, but I was like, oh, hopeful. Sometimes you just gotta be more real with some things, right? So, and that goes for sports cards, that goes for Pokemon cards, whatever we're talking about here, right? And anything you wanna do, you've got to make every dollar count. So if you guys have any other things you want to, like I said, talk about this specific topic, about sports card investing specifically and how to start right away, my Instagram's there, my comments are open always, my email, if you guys want to email too. But I'm always down to connect with you guys. I'm always here to help you guys out in any way I can. I'm giving you guys my personal story of how I got to where I am now that, I'm picking up momentum, I'm getting some steam going. We want to keep scaling, the company's value and stuff like that, and the brand's value. So that's what I'm doing, guys. And hope you guys found these tips helpful. This is TJ with Gold Label Sports, guys, and I'm always here to help you guys out. Anything you guys need. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe if you are new or returning, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
What we do here is go back.
Loud.